Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Juggernaut, and today I have a small channel update for you to announce a couple of things. So, this has been a really busy weekend for the channel, even though you won't be actually seeing a lot of that right this instant. So, the first thing is I've set up a community Discord after, quite a while. There's been a couple of people here and there asking for it, and I always thought that it was a little bit too egocentrical, like, oh, here's a community Discord built around me. But that's not, the idea of this. My main sort of idea is to have a bunch of people come in, well, I say a bunch, to have people come here and discuss various games that they play, hang out, meet other people from, the fan base. It all sounds horrible and egotistical no matter how I put it. But, essentially my idea was to allow a space for, or to create a space for people that follow the channel, that like the content that I produce, to come together and, interact with each other, I suppose. Pretty much the same as most other channel community Discords. That's about it. So what can you find on it? Right now it's fairly limited. I've managed to put together the rules of the community Discord. It does not have a voice channel, and I don't think it ever will. Just not the kind of thing I'm honestly all that interested in. So yeah, I'm still sort of building it up, but it has a few different categories or a few different channels in there for various games and for, general discussions and for different topics and stuff like that. So yeah, there'll be a invite code in the description and in the first pinned comment of the video, so you can join if you're mildly interested in anything you can find in a community Discord. I mean, it's just like any other that you'll find on other content creators that do similar things that I do. Anyway, so that's the first bit of news, and the second bit of news that's sort of a little bit more tied into this, and probably the primary reason why I've decided to make a community Discord, is that as of, well, it says within a few days, but let's just say soon, there will be channel membership. So, for those of you that don't know, channel membership is basically a way of directly financially supporting my content making, right? So, it's kind of like subscriptions on Twitch, except for YouTube. That's how I generally describe it to people. So, essentially, if you go to the Become a Member button, and there is, you can easily find that button, when you're watching a video from the channel, well, hell, like even this video, or you go to the channel homepage, you're going to be able to find that, and essentially there's different tiers that you can subscribe in Twitch terms, or different tiers that you can join at, and there are specific rewards for all the different tiers, but I did want to say that it's all a little bit formal. I had to set up different levels, and I had to set up different rewards in order to get the membership approved, but in reality, anyone that, actually pays me money and actually supports me and donates to me will not be treated in any way especially differently as the people that just, can't afford to support but just enjoy the videos and want to watch. What I mean is, I will never lock content behind paywalls. I have no intention of doing, like, subscribe or member only or Patreon only or whatever videos. I think that's a little bit pointless. If you're going to make a video and you're going to dedicate it to your supporters, to your Patreons, to your channel members, that's fine, that's great, but just because some people maybe can't afford to support you doesn't mean that they should not be allowed to see the video, regardless if it's like a behind-the-scenes thing or whatever. So I won't lock content behind that. What I will do on the channel membership page is, because I do need to reward people that, I do need to give them something for their support, basically. I will occasionally post, like, behind-the-scenes footage, maybe, or not footage, but, like, behind-the-scenes photos and posts, and I'll talk a little bit about, like, how recordings are going, if that's something that interests you, and I guess stuff similar to that, basically. I'll be more, I'll let you in more behind the scenes as opposed to how recordings are done and so on and so forth. But generally, like I said, I don't like locking content behind anything. It'll be just like, it'll exist mostly because it has to, and because I feel like I should give back, in some way at least, to the people that are supporting me. So yeah, that's about it. And also, I wanted to say, if there's any specific ideas people have, both for the general community Discord and for the channel membership page, feel free to voice them, and I will implement probably most of them, so long as they follow terms of service. Right, so that I want this to be a very, like, open and community-driven thing. But before I continue, I feel like I do need to almost excuse myself for opening up the channel membership thing. And it's very simple. I, by no means, am asking for or even suggesting that people should financially support me in any way, shape, or form. I will do this regardless. I do this because I love it. It's my hobby. It's my passion. I like recording videos. It's fun. And I will do that, and I will continue to do that as long as I'm able, because, you know, it's my thing. I like doing it. However, there are a few people that have, you know, I'm looking at other channels and my own subscriber base as well, that basically voiced their opinion and said, look, we want this to happen. We do want to support you, you know, we watch your videos, and maybe some of us use ad block, and, you know, you're not getting anything out of it, and, you know, we're in a position where we can financially support people for their work, so, you know, might as well have the option. And that is all that I want this to be, just an option for people that feel like they can or should support me in some way more directly. But again, by no means am I asking for any of this. This is just an option that exists for people if they want to. It's really convenient. It's within the YouTube system, so there's like you just press like a couple of buttons, and certainly it will help me out greatly, both with, you know, uni and paying the bills and everything. Mostly due to the way how prices work, everything's a lot cheaper here, but income is a lot lower than in other parts of Europe, and yada yada yada. But I don't want to bother you with that. Essentially, it's just there if people want to use it. I by no means want to come off as, I don't know, I guess prodigious or egotistical or self-centered in any way. To go like, oh, here's this, and now, you know, you go and support me. But that's by no means do I ever would I ever say something like that, and I will try not even to draw attention to it. It simply exists if the people want, if people want to use it. It just exists. That's about it. It always feels to me like a little bit, you know, I guess feels a little bit wrong and greedy, and I don't know. I can't really think of a better word than wrong when people go at the end of every video, oh, you know, you can support me by becoming a member or donate to my Patreon or whatever. Like, dude, no. Like, no, don't do that. But I've had, like, a Patreon for decades, yeah, sure. I wanted to say, like, dozens of months, and it came out as decades. I've had Patreon for months now, and I had people support me on and off on Patreon, depending on their financial security, and I highly, highly appreciate it. And, like, the way I said my thanks is occasionally I've done, like, for example, I remember when I've played XCOM, I've done a playthrough where the soldiers were, like, subscribers that asked to be put in, and Patreons as well, and stuff like that. So, stuff like that I will continue to do in the future as well for channel members. You might see that, you know, you are a soldier in XCOM, or, I don't know, some other game that allows renaming of characters. Or maybe a general in Stellaris, or, you know, CK3 and stuff like that that's coming up. Total War, what's it called? Total War Troy is coming out as well, so maybe, like, somewhere in there and stuff like that. If it's not, you know, if it's not in any way detrimental to the quality of the video, and, you know, I'm not going to rename Achilles to one of my channel supporters. That would just, like, I mean, you know, it could upset some people. Certainly I wouldn't like to do it, but, you know, as long as it's non-intrusive like that, I will do stuff like that just to basically, because I owe it to people that, you know, give me money to actually try and provide something back. But that's basically it. I in no way, shape or form intend to lock any content behind paid walls, apart from, like I said, occasionally maybe those pictures of behind the scenes or screenshots, probably more like it, and like, you know, a couple of things like that, not necessarily Let's Play or first impressions or really channel related, or at least end product related. Well, they are end product related if it's a behind the scenes, but you know what I mean, like not proper actual videos that take, you know, time to record and edit and then put out and all of that stuff. So yeah, a lot of it is just formality, and there will be a video up. Again, YouTube says in like a couple of days. I don't know how long it's going to take, especially due to the situation in the world right now. It might take a little bit longer, but I'm going to upload a video when it's all set up and you can actually start using the channel membership. Again, I have to do this in order to actually set up the proper system. I have to set up different rewards. I have to set up freaking emojis. I've commissioned someone to draw emojis for me. So at this point, I'm actually losing money because of the entire system. But I wanted to have, you know, it's professional. It's what everybody's doing, and it's just the next step for the channel, I feel like. And so long as it's not damaging anything else and it's not locking away any other content, I feel perfectly comfortable doing it. Certainly, it'll help me out a lot. If people do, you know, if people that do want to support and are able to have a way to do that, now or a month from now or a year from now, it's going to be there. And yeah, that's about it. So that's the channel update. As far as the video side of things is concerned, well, in a couple of days, Total War Troy, I keep forgetting the name, Total War Troy is coming out, and I will definitely be covering that for at least a few videos, so you have that to look forward to. And I've noticed people who actually have taken a liking to Stalker Misery, or at least somewhat, which is kind of surprising to me because it's a stupidly slow game and a stupidly slow Let's Play. So I was thinking, like, you know, maybe it'll be like, you know, a couple of people will enjoy it and I'll just mostly record it for myself, but I'm glad to see that it has found its audience in a way. So yeah, I'll definitely be trying to upload that more regularly than I have been posting in the last few months. And yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video, which is how I usually end these, but probably shouldn't say that on channel updates. But to be honest with you, at this point, it's just automatic. It's like subconscious. I don't even think about it. It's just like I just say it. Anyways, I'll see you all next time. That's about it. If you have any questions about, well, anything really for the channel or for the membership or for anything, feel free to ask down in the comments below. And until next time, I'll see you. Oh, and the community Discord link will be in the description down below, like I already said. It works for 100 invites, and then I'm going to update it, and you know, like as people want to join in, and as people, I think 100 invites is going to last us for a while between me and you. But you know, if we do end up using those 100 invites, I'll refresh it and like post it on both the community page on or the channel community page on YouTube, and I'll change the link in the actual video, and we'll move on from there and see how things go. So that's about it. See you next time. Have fun.